beat. Hey guys, so I'm gonna be vlogging today. I'm going to this like Women's Week, women entrepreneurs. It's like a seminar type thing at Chicago Kent Law School, and I'm really excited. I'm coming back into the vlogging world. I've been slacking, no excuses. I'm not even gonna go into that because I've been told y'all I was gonna get my together and I didn't. But now I'm getting it together. I promised to myself, but you know, bear with me, y'all. Okay. Hopefully, at this seminar, I can get a lot of information because I want to start my own thing. So I need to do my research. I haven't been to an event like this, and there's no reason why. It's just I haven't looked for it. Let's have fun today. Well, hello. Maya goes to school here. So, yes. I'm doing a vlog on the event. C50. That was C35. So, okay, I'm not the only one lost.
The real truth, everything you wanted to know but were afraid to ask. And with further ado, Sherry, take it away. I'm just going to grab a cookie and go back up there.
Grab two, Donna. My name is Sherry Mansell. I'm a recovering entrepreneur. So let me tell you a little bit about who we have here. So first is Leah Rue. So I just met Leah Rue this week at the FinTech conference on blockchain. And Leah Rue is founder of a startup called Girl Speak. And I was really fascinated because she really hits our giving back side of entrepreneurism. And it's a speaking program for high school girls that helps girls find and effectively use their voices in an effort to empower them. So she comes from a much different background, so it's kind of a switch. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about you and what I covered?
Yeah, so I was working in corporate finance, corporate governance consulting for 10 years in New York City, living in a 2-bedroom apartment right in Manhattan. And I liked what I was doing. I never loved what I was doing. I knew it wasn't going to be forever, but I kind of got stuck in it. I was making really good money and living the typical New York life, and it was starting to wane on me. And I hit 30, and something kind of switched in my head, and I just was like, what am I going to do? Why am I still here after all these years? I thought it was going to be just a quick stint, and then I went to business school, and I thought right after business school I was going to leave, but it was very alluring to stay, right? Money can be very alluring. So I stayed, I kept staying, and then it was kind of a big leap of faith for me. I had noticed a connection between public speaking and confidence through some of the volunteer work I was doing as a mentor for underprivileged kids in the city. And I, while in business school, in one of my entrepreneurship classes, put together a business plan, not thinking that it would necessarily be an actual business that I would pursue, but just an idea that was sort of forming in my head. And then I can go in more detail once the questions come out, but I decided to take the leap. I didn't want to stay in finance. I wanted to get back to Chicago. I was born and raised here. And I took the leap. And I'm 31. I'm living with my parents. I definitely didn't think I'd be doing that after 10 years living in Manhattan. But honestly, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm not profitable yet, but living with my parents is allowing me to, work on getting the business up and going and getting the momentum going. So I'm very happy and very happy to be here.
My story is undergrad in journalism, grad at Northwestern marketing, and then worked as a marketing director and a PR director for 20 years in corporate, like big tech companies, small tech companies. But after a while, I felt unfulfilled at ENC. I couldn't figure out how to feel it. I just didn't know what to do. And at that point, you have a decision to make. Are you going to start just kind of living passively, or are you going to take it, And I was approaching 40, and I couldn't get this idea out of my head.
Entrepreneurship for me, it's the freedom. It's the freedom to create. It's the flexibility. It's the excitement. Excitement to wake up every morning and not know what's going to happen. To many people, it may be very scary. Okay? This is what drives me, and this is the excitement, not knowing what opportunities I can find and how I can change things.
So, from this point here, we need to add color to this panel.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I won't take a lot of your time. I'm the new commissioner at the Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection. The role of my office here at the city is to ensure that all businesses in Chicago are licensed. We are the regulators and licensing agency for the city of Chicago. So we license everyone from a basic retail storefront to rideshares, taxis, and drivers of all these different industries. So I'm very excited to be just standing here with these very powerful and very brave women.
What would you have told your son? What would you tell your son? So you guys have the benefit. You're doing that to your daughters right now, or your nieces, or your nephews. So
there is something. I wish I would have done this so much sooner. Get it out. Just do it. You're here for a reason. You've got this something. Why are you here? Listen to it. Run with it. Try. It's going to make you stronger no matter what you do. For your next startup, your next business, or wherever you work, you're going to value everything you do there. Just do it. That's it. Like, do it sooner, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I could do things differently, the only thing I would do differently, other than maybe starting a little bit earlier, is to maybe follow my gut and say no to more things that I knew were not quite the right pathway, whether it was like a specific project or a collaborator or something like that. I mean, there are a lot of shoulds, and other people will kind of instill fear in you that if you don't take this one particular route, the whole thing is going to crumble. And you have to kind of trust your gut. And there have been very few instances where I have said no to something and come to regret it. When more instances of where I have done something that I kind of knew wasn't right and really came to regret it. So, I mean, and there are always learning opportunities from those kinds of things too. But I think we're all maybe a little bit, well, I know that I maybe had a little bit more intrinsic wisdom than I gave myself credit for, especially earlier on in knowing what the right path was. So.
If you are thinking about starting a business, stop buying shit. Like, I would have said, Ruth, do not go to Marshalls anymore. And don't buy here I am with my Starbucks cup. Don't buy $5 coffees. Make it at home. Don't go out and to a fancy restaurant. Have spaghetti and, whatever. I eat SpaghettiOs. They're delicious. Go buy them with a side of broccoli. Like, it's totally fine.
We have to stop discrediting what we bring to the table, and we never have enough. No one knows what the hell they're doing. But some people have the bluster to pull it off, and you need to just have bluster. But your experience that brought you to this place where you feel like you've got this idea, it starts with a business plan, it starts with collaborating, getting ideas. You gotta surround yourself with people and make it happen, but just don't think that you can't do it. You can.
there's always going to be someone smarter than you. There's always going to be someone who knows more. You're never going to know, but you're going to go with your gut, and you're going to do. And I think, Libra, you touch on, you do your research. There's something, you guys are so blessed now. When we were growing up, we didn't have Google. There was no internet. When you wanted to find an answer to a question, you were pulling out Encyclopedia Britannica. Where the hell do I look? So go find the answer. Go find the smart person. I think someone else, Mona, someone talked about finding someone smarter than them. I did that a lot. Just find the expert. Tim Ferriss, who I mentioned earlier, finds experts all the time. So admit that you don't know, go find the answer, and then go with your gut. And you bring a lot to the table. Don't ever sell yourself short.
Along the flavor in business, the issue at hand is not can I be effective or efficient in business. What I've come to understand is many of us do not know how to lay down the final bricks or lay down our foundation in business, because many of us have been taken from that game. So once we learn the foundation, then we can sprinkle our little sauce on it and run a business effectively and efficiently. Then you can choose specifically what type of window you want. If you want bay windows or other windows, focus on the foundation.
That's real, sis. That's real. Hello.
What did you learn today?
I learned a lot. I mean, I definitely wish there was people who had, they all were like, they went to graduate school, undergraduate school, they went to graduate school, they had majored in this, and they started a company at like 30 years old. You know, that's not my situation. So like I couldn't really relate on that, in that aspect. So it kind of was like, disappointing, and they didn't have any people of color on the panel. So that was disappointing as well. You know, I wish I could have heard from somebody like that or experienced something of what I'm going through right now, like somebody who has a child that's trying to start a business, somebody who's, you know, been homeless or something, you know what I'm saying, like real life. They were all just like, oh, I was making a lot of money at the office, but then I got bored.
You not right.
Why am I not right? You have a parent-teacher conference or something that's important.
It's a conference, but wait.
For your kid.
I understand
Okay.
that. But it's not because he's acting bad. It's just for me to go in and just discuss his grades for 8th grade.
Okay, that is important. Hey, puppy. Hey. But
Well,
yeah.
this is the dilemma. I want her to cover for me because she really has nothing to do.
I do.
And it's not anything that can be worked around this little 3:15 conference meeting.
How long is this meeting? 3:15.
15
Let
minutes.
me tell y'all though. This is the time where all the parents come. They need to
No,
find
they're not
shoes,
coming. I only have
socks,
3 parents here.
jackets.
It's only 3 parents. 2 of
Yeah.
them just left already. It's just these 3. Tell her.
3.
Tell
Oh.
her. Tell her, kid. Tell her. Say it's 3 parents. Say it's 3. 3. Say, come on, Ashley. Are you for real?
Yeah.
Tell her.
You're
Are
looking
you for
so
real?
cute.
Say, are you for real?
Yeah.
Say, Ashley, I need you. I need you.
What?
He said, be here. No rush. He said, no rush.
No rush.
It's only 10 o'clock. Say, no rush. No rush. Hey.
Alright, fine. Fine.
See? We won the feet. Flacco. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go, Ashley. Go, Ashley. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Come on, show the step. Show it, Kayla. Come on. Kayla. And there you go.
Ruined.
This is my day.
Ruined. So I told you about the panel and everything, right, Ma?
Yes.
And I told you my issues with it. And I mean, I was thinking like you started your own business. You have a daycare, a licensed daycare. So how old were you?
I was 28.
You were 28.
Yes, 28 years old.
Okay.
'Cause I
And
bought the house when I was 26.
26. Okay. And like, I mean, what was the hardest part?
Getting your thoughts together and not being afraid to leave the corporate world and be your own boss. It's pretty scary because when you have a job that offers 401k, vacation days, health insurance, you don't get that when you start a business. You have to pay your own health insurance. You have to pay your own taxes, quarterly taxes, however, to stay current. People were still doing things manually, and the process was longer. Now everything is much faster.
What advice would you give your 21-year-old self?
I find the things that were important when I was 21 are not important when I turned 40. And that's material gain. Trying to, and I wasn't trying to impress anyone. It was just you just want to have so much at once when you're in your 20s that you tend not to prioritize your accomplishments because you're trying to keep up with your peers. Like right now, I've cut off so many things that don't even matter. Like I don't have cable, you know. My dad used to say that's an idiot box. It is, because I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. I don't watch reality shows. I don't know what's going on. I only watch the news every morning, and that's about it, and go about my day. Because I refuse to waste my time watching reality shows that are not benefiting me in no way, shape, or form. I don't follow trends, you know, so I keep it very simple. And you get to enjoy life more because you get to save your money and do other things that people don't get to do because they're too busy trying to impress people with that brand new car, with that lavish home, with
brand name clothes,
expensive clothing that you're not even gonna think about 5-10 years later, but you will remember those memories when you take, you know, your family out on miniature trips, which those memories will last a lifetime.
I feel like when you get to that point, it's okay, because, like, you work. I mean, when you don't have it, obviously that's the way. But, like, as soon as you do, you know, like, live your life. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you have it and you can live comfortably. Like, I just feel like the people who shouldn't do that are the people who are counting down the days till they get paid. You know, when's the next day I'm going to get paid. Like, that's when you should not be trying to do all of that extra stuff. Because you don't have it like that.
That's a 20-something-year-old talking.
That's somebody who knows that life is short. So, once I get there, hello. I'm a simple girl, too. I'm not materialistic and stuff like that. I mean, I do like clothes and stuff, but I'm not, like, designer, gotta have this. If it's cute, it's cute, and I'll get it.
Say no, baby. When you get all that money, you put it in the bank and you save it.
We're doing that too.
You save it.
We're doing that too.
Forget about spending money on a
But why you gonna save the money if you getting in money like that? You're not gonna spend none of it?